morning, good morning. I hope you're safe and well, because that is the most important thing. Sorry, that's the dog scratching at the kitchen door. I'll just need to let her in. Come on, you. There, she's settled down now. Mike rather optimistically thought she would be quieter. Shh, shh. You're on camera. That's her complaining. He thought she would be better in the living room, but no. In the kitchen with Mummy for the video is where we're at. Right. Sorry for that. Start again. Right. Okay. It is a glorious day here. It looks like it's going to be lovely and light, but still chilly. Being maybe not frost, but certainly enough for condensation on the cars. So lots of things to go through today. First of all, we've got the Trump trade deal. Now, this is really interesting because they've focused on three main industries to remove or reduce tariffs on straight away. And then they're going to go into other discussions over the course of probably a year. So it's kind of like we've got the heads of terms, or we've got at least the outline. And the three industries are very interesting. First one's ethanol, which I suspect means the whiskey industry. The second one is steel, which allows the government to claim that they've saved Scunthorpe, because it means that there's zero tariffs going into the USA. And hopefully that means that our last remaining bits of steel industry are going to survive, which are really important for defense, of course. And not to mention all the other things that we use steel for, like tin cans and chemical drums and all the rest of it. And then the third thing is basically fancy cars. Yes, Jaguar Land Rover will benefit massively from this. But there is a cap on the number of, or I think the number of cars that will be imported without tariffs, and then it will kick in. So I've got the government details for you just now. Now, in terms of the actual chemical industry, there is nothing, no mention at this stage. There is a bit of fine words in the government thing about ethanol being used by industry, but we'll see how that one plays out. But apart from that, no mention of the chemical industry per se. It's a watch this space, and for most chemicals, I think it's still going to be the 10% USA tariff, and watch this space basically. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing that's happening is actually something that's happening at ECHA, quite apart from the fact that a lot of their services are down from now until Wednesday, and even the chemical search is going to be down for a good chunk of time. They are moving the classification and labeling inventory onto the ECHAChem website, which is like a standalone website, in the same way that they've been so successful in moving the REACH dossiers. Yes, we still have 300 which are missing in action. So, but what they are doing is they're holding a webinar about this. Now, the move is supposed to take place on the 20th of May, and the webinar is on the 27th of May. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how the new C&L inventory works. So I think this webinar is really a must attend if you use the C&L inventory, as I'm sure most of us watching do. So that's the link below this video there. I can only hope that the move is more successful than the one for REACH dossiers, and I fear it won't be. So as long as they keep the old one on the old website like they have with the dossiers for a good chunk of time, then hopefully that buys them time to sort out what are likely to be the inevitable glitches. So let's see what else we have for you. Oh, what's happening at ChemUK? We are rolling towards ChemUK very, very fast. As you may know, the Chemical Regulation Self-Help Group is having an open discussion. So bring your problems there. What issues are you having with REACH? What issues are you having with CLP? What issues are you having with chemical regulations or trade? Now, you can get involved in several ways. You can turn up at 10:30, stage 1 on day 2 on the Thursday, and participate live. Or if you can't make it, you can email me or direct message me with your questions that you'd like answered, because we've got 3/4 of an hour to just go and run a help desk in effect. But it's not a help desk where you've got a whole load of consultants going with this. This is your peers saying, hang on a minute, I've got that problem too, and this is how we got around it. So if you'd like to get involved, like I say, message me with your questions and we will do our best to answer as many of them as possible during the session, which will be recorded and will be available later. So, so ChemUK, that's what's happening there. But also there's a really good session on day 1, which is usually run by our friend Neil Hollis. He can't make ChemUK for diary clash reasons, but Elaine McGavin from CBA is going to run it, and it's a really good session on UK Reach. And I'm going to put the link here. It's going to be on stage 1, day 1, which is Wednesday from 2 to 3, and it's UK Reach, How to Survive in 25. Bear with me, I will just put the link below this video as well. And also from that link, it takes you to the ChemUK page. If you haven't got your free ticket to attend, then you can click on the the main button to take you to the home page, and you can sign up for your free ticket there. It's all really, really streamlined. So Ian Stone and his team are doing a cracking job as usual. And I think it's going to be the event of the year for the UK chemical industry. I really do. So leaving all that on one side, what have we got for funny things, funny video? Well, we've got Hale and Pace's first ever video, and I thought it's really first ever comedy sketch. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a good one. So I thought, well, let's start with that this week, and we will carry on later. Hang on, let me just pop that there. So that's it for me for today. Slightly earlier than normal. I hope you have a good day. By the way, if you want more information, you can always sign up for our weekly email newsletter, which has got a whole load of extra information, including this week there's some stuff on more changes to the EU POPs regulation, for example, and a whole load of other useful information on major accident hazards and things like that. You can sign up here, and I will just pop the link below this video now. So yes, that's definitely it for me for today. It's obviously slightly too early in the morning for me. Whatever you're doing today, I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to chatting to you again next week if we're spared. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.